Without you, I am nothing. You make this so much better. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Being a leader is not something that is an easy task. It is something that you have to work every day to be better at. It is very difficult and it comes with a lot of responsibility. In the words of Spider-Man, with great power comes responsibility. And I think it works for the other way around as well. With great responsibility comes a lot of power with it. In today's video, I want to touch on the 10 things every leader should do to be great. Hey Royal Family, my name is Roanna Moodley and this is the front row with myself. I think it was something that I absolutely needed to talk about. I was putting it off for quite a while, but I thought it was necessary for me to talk about it on my YouTube channel, and that's why I want to share it with you. It's something that I have done in my culture sessions and it has worked like a charm. So, you know, when I am not on YouTube and when I'm not on Instagram and social media, I am working and I am a marketer by profession. And what I also like to do is with the leadership that I deal with on a daily, I love to grow them. And what I do is short sessions with them to grow them. And I like to just share wisdom in terms of the leadership space. Being a leader takes so much out of you, and I'm very, very grateful that I have been chosen to be a part of that circle of people, because I really think it does take a certain amount of mental capacity. It does take a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of integrity and grit and hard work to be a really, really fantastic leader. I have been blessed to be led with some of the most phenomenal people, and I aspire to be a leader like that. And you don't necessarily have to be a leader that has people following you. You can be a leader in anything really. It's just your mindset, and it's just a mindset shift. And today I want to talk about 10 steps every leader should follow to be successful. The first thing you want to do is you want to be a relationship builder. Being a leader is all about building relationships, understanding the person that you're talking to, understanding where they're coming from. Everybody has a story, everybody has a background. So building that relationship creates trust. And when you create trust with your team members, I don't know how much more I can say this. It is just mind-blowing, because when you give them a task, they don't want to let you down because they've got a relationship with you, and they will go the extra mile because they see that you care enough for them. You have a relationship with them. It builds so much trust in them that you create some sort of loyalty with your team, especially in the corporate environment. And I think it's very important. Most leaders I see in different corporations, they don't take the time to create that bond, to create that relationship. And you don't necessarily have to go out drinking with them. You don't necessarily have to be too social with them. You just can take a couple of minutes and find that thing that you talk about. Some leaders I know, they find something that you like. So for example, if you're someone that likes soccer, then you could easily go and just have a quick conversation about the latest soccer game, and just create that kind of cool environment where people think that you're approachable and that you care enough about their interests. The next step a great leader should do is really to hire the right kind of people. You are as strong as your team, and if your team is not superstars, then you're not a superstar. I always find it wonderful when you have team members that know more than you and they are skilled more than you, because ultimately it just makes you a stronger leader. It makes you a stronger team, and you're just blowing everybody out of the water. So I think it's really, really necessary to have like your culture and your superstar knit to be very, very powerful. Having the right people in your team is fundamental. For me, a big part of that is integrity, sharpness, like the wit, and just really being hungry enough to take your vibe to the next level. That's really someone that I always look for, and I really thrive around people that are like-minded, that are go-getters, that are positive, that are with it. And it's amazing to watch when your team is that powerful and that dynamic. It's just such an exciting thing to see happen or flourish. And sometimes you can get a superstar that develops within your team, and you as a leader, it's your responsibility to find that. And that happens in the relationship building stage, and you can find that superstar within them and grasp that out of them. And then there are people that just don't have it. The next step, and I think this is such an important step in your leadership journey, is to just give accolades, even if it's small ones. Good job, well done, I appreciate the things that you are bringing to the table, thank you so much, well done team, something like that. That's such small gestures to show your appreciation for the work that your team is putting out. Has immense power. I don't know how many times I have worked overtime only because my manager told me I was good, or my manager said thank you, or my manager said well done. Those simple words can really make you work beyond measure. So showing appreciation and truly meaning it is absolutely a game changer in your leadership style. Step number 4 is a very challenging one, but it is to not bottleneck. Now, when you're a leader, you have so many things that are happening. It's all happening at once. There's meetings, there's teams to attend to, there's tasks to attend to, and there's the inbox to attend to. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you look at all your emails, because you don't want to be in a position where you say that you haven't gotten to an email. That shows that you are inefficient. It shows that you don't have your SHIT together, and it does not look good. Yes, there's tons and tons of people I hear all the time saying, I've got hundreds of emails. How am I going to do that? You need to understand how to compartmentalize it. Now, emails that have you CC'd in can be something that you can compartmentalize, because it's just something that you need to know. So you can quickly browse through that and then look at the emails that actually require your input and your task at hand. So it is important to know what's happening in the business and not be delayed. So don't try as best as possible to manage your time and not bottleneck the information that's coming your way. Step number 5, knowing this fact that your team is a reflection of you is what makes you or breaks you as a leader. People follow their leaders. It's a no-brainer. I learned this in Business Management 101. I didn't believe it when my lecturer told me. And then when I became a leader, I realized, oh, okay, they do. So when I'm miserable, they're miserable. When I'm happy, they're happy. When I'm dressing well, they're dressing well. When I'm dressing down, they're dressing down. It's crazy. Your team is a reflection of you. If your team is unhappy, that's something you need to work on as a leader. If your team is happy, it shows that they're happy to be in the team. How your team is performing is a reflection on you. You are solely responsible for the output and the input of that team. So it is vital that you make sure that it is flourishing and it is profitable. Step number 6, as a leader, you need to be accountable for everything. Accountable for everything. If someone gets in trouble, it is not the responsibility of the subordinate, it is your responsibility. You as a leader should take full responsibility of the team, full responsibility of the tasks and the duties, and then behind closed doors, you can then talk to your team members and then let them have it in terms of what they need to do and what they haven't done. But as the face of the team, your role is to take accountability for whatever is happening. Step number 7, it's very important to understand that you as a leader, you are responsible to provide direction to your team. It's also important to receive the voice of your team. doing tasks. So for example, I'm a marketer. We deal with campaigns all the time. When we're brainstorming a campaign idea, it's so important to take the viewpoints of the team members, because their input is gold information. They're the ones working on the floor. They're the ones that truly understand some of the processes you as a leader may have missed because you're not working on the daily with the different tasks that happen within the department. So their voice is crucial, their input is crucial, and it will lead to a successful campaign. Feedback from your team is important, and them knowing that their feedback is valued will propel them to be more productive and more innovative, and they will just feel happier. Step number 8. This was something that's so difficult for me to do, is weed the garden. I find it very difficult, even still, to take out the people that don't belong, or if it's a culture misfit. And I think that is fundamentally going to be the rotten potato that spoils the rest of the potatoes in the bag. So as a leader, it is very important for you to figure out if that person can be transformed, and if they can't be transformed, then they need to be removed from the team. They can be moved to other parts of the business, or if it is really, really a hard struggle and if it is not a culture fit, then a leader needs to know when is the right time for you to part ways. Cleaning out the weeds is fundamental in the success of a team, because you are as strong as your team. So if you've got a loose cannon, then it's going to be detrimental to your output, and you're not going to be as successful as you deserve to be. Step number 9, you want to get out of the zone, get uncomfortable, or get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Change things up. For me, I do little things like, let's change our environment, let's change the way we sit, let's stand, let's walk, let's dress differently, let's act differently, let's do things differently, let's forget about the normality of how things done, the routine of how things done. Let's jump it up a little bit, and that gets us exciting. Especially in marketing, you have to always be forward thinking, always be innovative, always be a little bit different. And I find that just changing up some of the small routines really does help so much. It's very easy for us to get into a comfort zone. It's very easy for us to get sucked into the monotony, and it's up to us as leaders to take the team away from that monotony and just slap some other stuff with them. The other thing that works is courses, some motivational talks, some exercises to really just boost the morale. And incentives. Incentives work like a charm. If you can get approval for incentives from higher management, then that works like a charm. The last step is to understand where your team members want to go. It's so important to sit down on one-on-ones with your team members and really see where their dream is. What is their mission? Where is their vision going? Where do they see themselves in a year, 2 years, 5 years? Help them out with a career mapping situation. I find that a lot of the people I talk to really truly have beautiful visions. They have beautiful foresight of where they want to be, but they don't know how to get there, or they need some sort of advice. And I find when they start talking about their dreams and the things that they love to do, they start becoming passionate about it. And when they see that you care, really care about their future and what their mission and what their vision is, then it really does build a better relationship, and you get them to be more motivated and more driven to perform the tasks that they need to. I had a leader that really helped me see the bigger picture. When I was a call center agent, I hated it. I knew I was not supposed to be a call center agent. Like, I hated it so much. And my leader said to me, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And at that time, I really wanted to be in marketing, and I wanted to propel my radio career. And I realized that being a call center agent truly propelled me to that particular career, because if I did that well, then I would understand how to do the next thing well, and the next thing, which eventually led to me being the person that I am today. I hope these 10 steps are beneficial for you. Please do try them out. I promise you they are a winning formula. I have been with leaders that are just sensational, and I'm truly grateful for the time I had under their leadership. and I am striving every day to be a better leader. And when I use these steps, it really does help me. It really does propel me. Sometimes, I mean, I am only human. I do get into a space where I get into a rut or I get into a negative space because of the environment maybe, or the stress or the workload. And sometimes you can forget how to lead in that moment because you're focusing on yourself and whatever vibe you're in. And it's very important to feed yourself with the energies and the right circles so that you can bounce back and you can lead in the right way. There's so much power in being a leader. I think it's a blessing to be afforded the opportunity to lead people, especially. And it is absolutely crucial that we do it in the right way. This particular video was 10 steps to be a leader with people, with subordinates. But you can definitely use these steps if you don't have subordinates or people reporting into you. You can be a leader in your own role. And whatever you do it to the best of your ability, and you be the strong person in your role. I find that so many people take advantage of the fact that they are in a position of power, and they use that position to speak down to people. They use that position to sort of have like they earn their stripes. And it's a bit sad to see, because a leader is really, the way I see it, is the servant of your people. And I want to be able to serve my people. If you are given the opportunity to lead, please do use these steps and really, really understand that it is a very, very responsible job. It requires much from you, and the universe has not chosen you to be a leader for no reason. And it is a blessing, and it's something that you must cherish and take good care of, and really be for the people. Forget about the stuff, the SOPs and all of that stuff, because that will get done. But truly leading, it doesn't come with a title. Truly leading people, you can do it even when you don't have subordinates. You can lead people, and you can be a influential person, and you can be a forward-thinking person. I hope that this video did help you. Let's all learn and grow together, because that's what my ethos is. That's why I do what I do on YouTube and on my social media platforms, because I am so passionate about empowering people through my experiences. I'm not in any way any expert. I'm literally using the formulas that I've seen the proof in, and I want to share that with you because it has worked with me, and I know it can work with you. And together we can be a strong force, and together we can be a royal family that really just changes this world for the better. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment below, because all of those things truly help me with my engagement. You know the drill if you've done your research. And I guess I'll catch you on the next video. Keep it royal.